Hello world, welcome to NetMagan Tech Academy. Today we're going to do a quick video of how to draw a cube by using Turtle. So we need the Turtle library. For people who don't know Turtle or are new to Turtle, please refer to the documentation and understand a little bit, but I'll give you a quick intro. So Turtle is a simple library to visually draw things, make small objects on the screen, interact with these objects with events, and to also build small games. It's definitely not as powerful as Pygame, but you can do some interesting stuff with it. Today, we're gonna quickly learn how to draw a cube with Turtle. So I have created a new turtle and then I'm just gonna go forward a distance of 100 and then turn right 90 degrees. So let's run this program and see how it behaves. So I'm doing it in Replit and maybe the first time it takes a little while to install the libraries, but eventually, so this is what we see here. The small arrows are turtle. We have moved forward and we have turned right. Now, if we do the same thing for 4 times, that would give us a square because we'll move forward, turn, and that'll give us a square. Now, if I have to make a function out of this, all I'll do is I'll create a function and I'll make a parameter called size and move this whole code inside the function and replace this 100 with size. So now definitely we need to call the function. So let's call the function with a different size and that'll give us a square of size 60. Now, how can I make this a rectangle or rectangle? So that means I need length and width, let's say. So the code is going to be very similar to this, but we will also have to go forward by width the second time. The first time will be length and we turn again 90 degrees, and since we are doing it twice length and breadth, we just have to repeat it 2 times. So now if I comment out the square and call the rectangle function, I can pass the width, sorry, the length and the width. Rectangle. So now if we run it, we get a rectangle. Now I wanna use this and make a parallelogram instead. So that means I'm gonna get an angle. So I'm not gonna turn 90 degrees, I'm gonna turn whatever angle is passed, and the other angle is going to be 180 minus angle, which will be the angle on the other side. So we're gonna call this parallelogram. So now if we call this parallelogram function and pass length, width, and angle 30, so we get a parallelogram. So the first time we turned 30 degrees and the next time we turned 180 minus 30. So that is this angle, which is 150. And if we want it in the other side, we just have to pass a negative angle. So a parallelogram will be facing up. Okay, perfect. Now we have drawn a parallelogram. Now to make this into a cube, all we have to do is draw 3 parallelograms and we have to combine them. So let's get to it. So what we are going to do is, first thing is we are going to draw one parallelogram and let's make variables for length, width, and breadth. Length, let's say 100, width is 50, angle is 45, let's say. So let's just pass those variables in here. So now if I run it, I still see the parallelogram. Yes, good. But now I want to make a cube out of it. So All I have to do is draw another parallelogram here, but before I do that, I need to turn angle, and that way I can draw another parallelogram. Let's see how this looks. Perfect, that's looking good, but just that we have to flip the length and the width because we are doing it sideways. So first comes the width and next comes the length. So now if we run it, we have combined two parallelograms. All that's left is this parallelogram. So we are here facing this way, so we have to go forward a little bit to this corner and then we can draw the other parallelogram. So forward with, and then I need to turn left angle so that way I'll face this way, and all we have to do next is draw another parallelogram. This time it will be length and width the other side. So length, width, and let's see how this looks. Okay, so our angle has to be 90, and we are to make it length and length because both sides are length here. So that is our cube. Perfect. Good. Now we can simply make a function out of this. So our function is going to be called cube. All that we need is length, width, angle. And we can just move this whole thing inside, and we can call the cube function and pass our length, width, angle. So that's awesome. So we can even send a negative angle in here and change the length and width a bit to draw any cube that we want. Okay, there is one minor problem here, which is the angle that we have taken is a little bit dependent on the tilt here. Okay, so let's fix that. So let's make the length longer, the width shorter, and the angle back again. So that's much better. So length has to be longer than the width. And what if we want the cube to be tilted a little bit? So let's introduce a new parameter tilt, and all we have to do is tilt at the beginning, tilt back at the end. So now I can even pass the tilt angle of about 20, so my whole cube will be turned. So if we want it the other way, we just tilt in the opposite direction. Perfect. Hope you guys learned something new today on how to use our turtle to draw a cube. I'll see you again in the next video. Bye from Netmadan Tech Academy. Take care. Bye world.